How's everybody doing? Soul Rover here, and I just want to let you guys know about this really cool movie I just saw called Dune. Yeah, Dune. It's that movie based off a movie from the 80s, which is also based off a book written, I think, in the 80s by this guy. I forgot his name. I should have done more research. But anyway, man, I gotta say from the very beginning, this is a good movie. Like, this movie is sick. It has everything you want, especially if you're a sci-fi fan. It has everything. Spaceships, lasers, has the different planets. Man, I gotta tell you, the environments in this movie are really good. I mean, I would even say these environments are better than some of the recent Star Wars movies I've seen, which are mostly like CGI backgrounds, you know? This guy, like, these shots are like works of art, like paintings, you know? Like, some of the stuff you can see is a painting. They're like moving paintings. And the way that the director and the art guy and whoever cinematographer, I don't know who, you know, took these shots and had the eye to see it. This guy has an artistic eye, and he has a way of showing different universes and different worlds in such a cool way. And this movie has it's weird because it has like an old school vibe to it, like as far as sci-fi goes, kind of like Star Wars, something like that you might see back in the day. But it also is modern too, where all the technology is like really sharp and like up to date. And all of it looks so cool. It doesn't look like any CGI at all. It doesn't look like models either. The spaceships, the robots, the drones and stuff that you see flying in the air, they look real. I mean, it's crazy. It doesn't look fake at all. I have to say, I saw it in IMAX. I didn't want to go at first, to be honest with you. I was like, you know what? I'll just sit home, watch it on HBO Max, and listen to it in my headphones. That's going to sound good to me. But my friend's like, nah, you gotta go see it. You're right. You got to, because, you know, it's got the sound. It's got, you know, the screen is huge. And I'm glad I did see it in IMAX. I can watch it later on HBO if I want. But you guys have to go see this movie. It's like 2.5 hours, but I will say, the movie flies by. It flies by. The drama, the action, like the story. You get so into the story, it flew by. I didn't even use the bathroom once. I sat down, the whole movie, my eyes were wide open looking at this thing. I mean, this is like something that I've never seen in my life, you know, and I've seen a lot of sci-fi movies, Star Wars being one of my favorites. But this movie actually did a lot of things better than what Star Wars did. That's okay, this is 2021. Star Wars came out, 1977? But anyway, some of the things that you would like to see in future sci-fi movies are in this movie. So I'm not going to get too much into the story and everything, and spoilers and all that. But I will say this movie did kind of remind me of Game of Thrones, where it has like the different families that are like plotting and going against each other. It's kind of like that, but it's on a grander scale, where it's planets and different governments and how they're stabbing each other in the back, taking over planets. And you know, the main thing here is the spice, which is the the major resource, whatever, kind of like oil that these companies they're not companies, they're rather big planets, you know, of governments are at war with each other. So a lot of the themes in this actually take place nowadays in real life, but this is like on a grander scale of planets, and it's really good, man. I thought all the characters were cool. All the designs that they wore, like the armor and the clothes that the people wore, was really cool. It's got some like magical type stuff, like kind of like the Force in Star Wars in this movie, which is cool too. Like there's like training going on, and what's cool, it has a lot of melee fighting in this movie. So it's not just all lasers and laser guns like futures like that. They actually have melee with swords and doing fighting like that, martial arts, which I thought was really cool. But anyway, I forgot the director's name too. I should have done more research, guys. I'm more like on the fly type person. This director, man, he needs to get a standing ovation because this guy did a great job. Also, there's no political stuff in the movie as far as like, you know, little agendas that people have in movies nowadays where they try to preach to you different stuff. There's nothing like that in this movie. It's a straight up movie with a good story, good plot. It's got a good action. You care about the characters. And it's like, you know, it's actually gone back to what Hollywood is supposed to be, telling a good story, instead of having identity politics and, you know, a bunch of stuff in the movie that's trying to give you some kind of message that you don't need, you know, when you just gotta go somewhere and escape for 2 hours of your life or whatever you're going through and enjoy a good movie. So anyway, wow, I don't know what else I could say. This movie has a huge like sandworm in the movie that goes throughout the planet. Arrakis, the name of the desert planet, which is cool, man. If you like Tatooine and Star Wars, you're gonna love this, man. This desert planet is like, Man, it's cool. It's just like sand and sand, like dune after dune after dune of sand that you see. And there's this huge worms that are in the sand that they cause like huge, like, oh man, it's like sinking of sand, like people sucking everything down into the sand. But it's really cool, man. It's scary. And like you see them, like it's like a huge like skyscraper, like when you finally see one standing. And the way they shot it, man, it looks real. It's crazy. It looks real, like something that could really exist. But also, they have a lot of flying in the movie. There's like spaceships, there's like little hover ships. And there's actually one part in the movie where it looks like you're like on a roller coaster. If you've ever been to California Adventure, they have a ride out there where you like sit like in a movie theater and you're flying over California. And you're going over like San Francisco, LA, and it looks like you're really flying. Like you can look down, like see trees and houses and stuff. Anyway, they had scenes like this where it looked like you were flying, like you could look and like see the desert and the dunes and all this stuff flying by. It looked like you were like, you could feel the sensation, a roller coaster. So man, that is cool. So I would definitely say go to the movie, the IMAX, to see that for sure, because you're gonna get a feeling like you're on a roller coaster sometimes. So man, I don't know what else to say. I can't keep praising this movie a lot. It's not often that I praise the movies, especially recently. I haven't seen anything really that's really, really good. You know, I've seen a lot of stuff. But this movie is definitely worth the price. Hopefully that they make a part 2. I will say the movie kind of abruptly ends. I like the way it ended. A lot of people don't. I like the way that it ended. It's not a bad ending. It just kind of ends at a certain area. But if you really pay attention to the story, you can kind of feel that the ending is coming. So it shouldn't really be too abrupt for you. I really don't have any complaints about this movie. I think all the characters did a good job. Oh, the music by Hans Zimmer is really good, man. But it's like some heavy music and like, oh, lots of ahs like that, like crazy, like it really puts you in the mood and it gets you there. Like the atmosphere in this movie is off the charts. The atmosphere is amazing. Like every scene has atmosphere. It's thick. You can like taste it, you know. I haven't bought a movie in a long time. And this movie, you know, I might buy this movie. It really is that good. And I hope that it does well. Because we need more movies like this in Hollywood. This is what Star Wars should be, in my opinion. This is what the past couple Star Wars movies should have been more like this. This movie is dark, too. This is a dark movie. This is not like, you know, the Ewok planets. Everybody's happy. No, there's nothing like that here. This is like some straight up like not happy stuff, you know. This is not Bambi over here. So keep that in mind too. This is a dark movie. But I think it's cool that it's dark because it gives it more, it's more mature, you know. It gives it more a serious type movie. You take it seriously, you know, and what they go through, you know, is you can see it's pretty dangerous. Sorry, I'm running out of words here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And if you have nothing to do, you got 2 hours to spend, you want to see a good sci-fi movie, go check out Dune. This movie really blew me away, and it's got a lot of positive reviews. A lot of people are liking it, and I've been looking forward to it a while, but it seems like it kind of came out of nowhere, even it didn't. But I wish it much success. I think it's a great movie. So go see Dune, and go see it in IMAX if you can. Trust me, you're going to thank me later that you saw it in IMAX. Alright guys, have a good day.